How do I add a disclaimer to email? The process of adding a disclaimer to an email is rather simple, but the issue of getting the wording right within that disclaimer takes a bit of consideration and planning, and it is also important to make sure that the text of the disclaimer is differentiated from the body of the email. Most email systems allow users to add a standard signature to all of their emails. Some people use this as a way to avoid retyping their contact information every time they send out an electronic missive. It is in this section that one can add a disclaimer that will be sent out at the bottom of all of their emails. Alternatively, one can add a disclaimer manually to emails as needed, either creating the text of the disclaimer within the body of the email or pasting it from another source. There are a number of ways to make sure that people receiving emails with disclaimers can easily distinguish between the body of the email and the text of the disclaimer. Some people use punctuation such as a series of dashes or periods to create a visual break between the email and the disclaimer. Another way to make the text of the disclaimer look different from the text of the email is to use different font sizes, font styles, and font colors. If the text of an email is black in 12-point Times New Roman font, then the text of the disclaimer could be blue in 10-point Courier New font. Companies that require workers to add the disclaimer to all emails usually provide the text of the disclaimer. Those who want to add a disclaimer that is not provided for them should first consider the protections they are hoping to gain from the disclaimer. Then they can work to create a text that is concise, while still affording them the protections that they need. In some cases, it may be necessary to consult a lawyer in order to add a disclaimer that serves unique needs. There are a number of standard email disclaimers that can be borrowed for basic confidentiality protection. These are readily available online. If something more complex is needed, then it may be necessary to seek legal counsel. A legal professional will be able to help create the right language to help secure the needed protections.